Hello everyone, Kai is back. I know, it's been a long time, precisely 10 months. I did not stop drawing, I just stopped recording videos. As you can guess from my last video, I got some sort of artistic burnout from trying to learn how to draw and how to be a content creator at the same time. But since I started this channel as a New Year resolution, I thought that it would be a good time for a self-check. Where 1 year of drawing got me? What you see on your left is 1 year ago, and what you see on your right is today. So, what have I learned? What would I tell myself a year ago? Not to keep you hostage, here are 4 topics that I will be talking about in this video. First one is how to see your progress. Next one is my take and understanding of the social media for beginner artists. The third one, a few tricks on how to improve. And the last one is something that could help you to keep going. First of all, is that comparison is the key. And I mean comparison to yourself from the past, not to your friends or other artists that could seem to be better for any reason. Honestly, if I wouldn't make this video, I wouldn't realize how far I've got and how much I improved. For this reason, if you can, keep your very first drawing next to you at all the times. I know it could be pretty ugly, but it will be a very simple reminder to you of how much you have already improved. We often forget where we start and where we're going. Keep it as your daily motivator, but if it causes you nightmares, please remove it. The second tip that I would give to myself is that social media should not be your focus. As a new artist, it's very difficult to get any views or likes. And if you follow the usual recommendations from the influencers of posting 2 posts with carousel, 3 stories, 5 reposts, some comments, and 1 reel per week, you will soon realize how draining and unsustainable it is. Honestly, no one cares, especially when you're just starting. And personally, I couldn't find any sort of healthy community for beginner artists like myself. Most of them require you to buy a course or something else. If you also struggle to find your people, please feel free to join my Discord, where we can talk about drawing, share our progress, support, and help each other grow. Link is in description. Let's create and grow together. What would be a piece of advice on how to improve? First of all, I would say is the observation skills. Observe, observe, observe. In your day-to-day life, look for things that you find beautiful and attractive. If possible, take a picture of it. If not possible, think of the ways that you can use it in your drawings. My phone is full of pictures of some weird things like tree leaves with sun rays coming through it, or an old hydrant with chopped off paint, and many other elements that inspire me and just fill up my visual library in my head. Another way to fill up your visual library is probably already known to you. Look for things that you like and save them on Pinterest. Not everyone knows, but there is a Pinterest extension for all web browsers that help you save pictures to Pinterest from other websites. There is also an awesome app called Eagle Cool app. I know, sounds really weird, but it's awesome. It saves your whole board from Pinterest or, for example, someone's ArtStation profile to your PC instead of drag and dropping each picture manually. Imagine, you can save your whole Pinterest on your PC and then drag and drop all of it to your PureRef. If you don't know what the PureRef is a free software that allows you to drop many pictures in the same reference board, align them, write some notes, and make other simple adjustments. Link to PureRef will be in description. When you will press download on the website, it will ask you to support developers by paying for the PureRef, which I highly recommend you to do because it will be one of your main tools in everyday life as an artist. But if you do not have money to spare, you can just write 0 and they will give it to you for free. After collecting all of your favorite images, sort them out by the style or the subject and try to analyze it. Do you see any pattern in things that you like? Is it the style? Is it the subject? Do you like images that have line art in it? Or you prefer those cleanly rendered illustrations from League of Legends? Answering these sort of questions will get you closer to understanding of your preferred style. And now you're ready to get into action. A second piece of advice would be to draw what you like. Draw something with passion. Draw something that is so awesome that you could not resist from trying to copy it and get a tiny bit closer to this mastery. When you're done with collecting your favorite artworks, choose one drawing, put it in your editor, and trace it while trying to analyze it. What are the proportions? What are the primitive shapes that you could use to describe it? What about the negative, empty space around your subject? Does it look interesting, flowy, dynamic? That's why a nice reference board is so important. Sometimes we could not really comprehend why a certain drawing looks good to us. But when you start drawing something similar, it clicks in your head when you compare your piece to the original. You could be thinking, yo Kai, how about some simple exercises? And I will tell you, treat it as exercising at the gym. If you go too hard or too often, you will get sore, tired, and your muscles gonna hurt. And because of that, chances that you will skip your next session are drastically higher. So I will say, slow but steady wins the race. Do not load your week just with exercises in the hope that after that you will become a pro. The actual practice of drawing what you want is still the best exercise. It not only sharpens your skill, but at the same time allows you to express yourself and have some fun. If you can analyze your work after or get some feedback from more experienced artists and build your exercises around that to improve your weak points, it would be the best. There's no point of working on your perspective skills if you are okay at it, but your composition skills are much lower. Find your weak point and eliminate it. The rest of your time, you better spend on drawing what you love. I believe in this way, you will have a very healthy relationships with your craft. The last piece of advice on how to improve would be to draw when you want. As I said before, drawing should be a matter of inspiration and passion, not a burden. Of course, if you have to learn as fast as possible because you need to find a job as an artist, you need to push yourself harder. Do some learning and exercises, and maybe even try to follow some of those crazy schedules where each hour of your day is planned for a different sort of drawing activities. But let's be honest, many of us could not do it. For many of us, it's just a hobby, and loading yourself with this weight of responsibility will only bring you to a burnout. When I have just started, I tried to do different drawing exercises every day, and slowly my desire to draw grew into a desire to avoid it like some sort of chores. the amount of time that I was practicing was going lower, lower, and lower. Eventually, I have just stopped and didn't draw for a few months. The thing that got me from this hole is drawing what I like and when I like, without any responsibility or expectation. Decide for yourself. Do you want to be a professional artist and quickly, or a happy artist, or at least more emotionally stable artist? One more subject that I would talk to myself a year ago is how to keep going. This is something that I struggle with myself and something that I spend a lot of time looking for the answer. But I have a few tricks that can help. Change your mindset. Think about your journey as a reward, not finishing a drawing or a commission. Slowly but surely, you will get better, and looking back will make you proud of what you have achieved. Enjoy the process, have some fun. That's why the first tip was to have your first drawing next to you. Since I've changed my mindset about it, I feel like I've lost a ton of weight from my shoulders. Now I can just enjoy the process, and looking back makes me smile about where I've been and how much more I will learn on my journey. Another thing that could help is to gamify your hobby. Make it the RPG game in real life. Add some levels and gamification to your new hobby. I use Everyday app for this purpose. It's a very simple app where you log in your daily activities and you can see how many days in a row you did a certain habit. You can use just a diary, notebook, or calendar for the same goal. Let's say you drew 3 days in a row. You can call it a level up, and next time you need to draw 5 days in a row to increase your level, and so on. If possible, pay yourself back after each achievement or level up. Did you want to try inking but didn't have material? Grant yourself a nice ink pen after reaching level 5. As you can see, all of these tips I came out for myself are aiming for a more fun and enjoyable process overall. Nowadays, we are surrounded by top tier artists on the internet and millions of all sorts of influencers that could make you feel like a failure. We do not have millions of followers, likes, and sponsors that send you their products for free. But what we have is our love to our hobby, our craft. And until you have fun and feel happy in the process, I think this is a success. I'd like to hear what you think about it. Let me know in the comments down below. That was it for me today, and I will see you next time. And thank you for your interest in my journey.